Associate the positive and ignore the irrelevance. Well, Young Lincoln Jr. here. So we have the honorable Detroit Mayoral debate that just happened a few hours ago between Senator Coleman A Young Jr., aka Joe Loving, and we had the current mayor of Detroit, Mr. Mike Duggan, man. Even though I'm on the side of the Senator Coleman A Young Jr., he brought up a lot of great points, valid points, and I'm talking about some points that Mr. Mike Duggan spoke out. I did a little research on these two individuals, especially Mr. Coleman Young Jr. For him just making a name for himself in the political realm, man. He was in 2006, he ran. He was a House of Representative member. 2007, he was a senator in the 1st District in Lansing, Michigan. Did some good works there, and then he interned. And while he was in California working in a Subway restaurant, then he ended up applying for the executive position because nobody else was doing it. And he wanted to honor his father's name, the Coleman A Young Sr. Now, I went to square off into this debate, man. Really hit in detail. The topics was all about the housing market, okay? The auto insurance was important. They talk about the education system, creating trade programs for kids, man, to get out here to become electricians and plumbers and electricians, plumbers, engineers, different things like that, nurses, to get into, the health industry, things that will help rejuvenate the economy, man. And we need more of that, Of course, we talk about the lead and the water and the shit that's going on in Detroit on a day-to-day basis, man. Now, what I like about Coleman A Young Jr., he really hit the nail on the nail, man. He said this, man, like, we need to invest in the Detroit neighborhoods, man. Of course, Mike Duggan, those who live in the city or in Michigan, I understand this. You follow politics. Our current mayor, Mike Duggan, man, of course, he invests so much money into downtown Detroit. I mean, you got the Detroit Pistons. They playing in the Little Caesars Field in downtown Detroit. They moved from Army Hills, from the outskirts of Michigan, to the over here on Red Wings, man. Of course, they playing down here. Then he's trying to bring Amazon in, but of course that failed because of transit. And transit is like pretty much a bus transportation that's supposed to go in and evacuate and get people adequate transportation to get there to the jobs and home, man. You're supposed to stretch more than 3.3 miles, and Coleman A Young Jr. was expressing, man, that can help Virginia and give jobs. Of course, he's talking about raising the minimum wage up to $15 an hour. The thing is, do not agree with that because the cost of living, of course, is going to go up as well, and then the government's going to find a way to get their money back. But when Coleman A Young Jr. was going into details about this, man, I mean, if you're going downtown Detroit, man, I mean, not even down Detroit, you're just driving in Detroit, man, you see so many abandoned houses, man, Dexter, Livermore, just like everywhere, Linwood, just, and these are once were beautiful neighborhoods, man, but a lot of people, one generation, some people that just died, man, couldn't pass it on to their family members, so they passed it on to individuals that couldn't take care of it. And you got some people that don't have enough job training or supplement enough income to take care of the housings. And so in this one, use details like we have to bring more jobs back. We have to create more trade programs because they're out there, but a lot of our kids are graduating and not be able to equip to be qualified for that, man. And because we're not forcing it into our school systems, we teaching a 19th century model, right, to 21st century children. That's awful. We have to get rid of that. Talking about the infrastructure too, building up the roads, man. Of course, that's extremely important. The skyline, man. Building up transit, the transportation. I feel like we have so many buses, man. To get there and for. I mean, of course, Southwest, Eastwest Detroit is very big, but people still can find ways. We got Checker. I mean, we got Checker Cab, Detroit City Cab. People find ways to get to work. I don't understand when he said that, people are walking 26 miles back and forth to work, man, home and stuff. So maybe that's, of course, it's a political debate. Some of it was a little exaggerating, though. But, this man here, man, 35 years old, he's a millennial. Of course, I want an African-American president. A mayor there in office because, this is a predominantly black city. And I feel like, we need to experience some more changes, man. And you got some people that believe that, okay, well, since Kwame Kilpatrick, former mayor, he was just, indicted for just belittling and smuggling and doing all kind of crazy things and getting into scandals and stuff. This is going to eliminate any African American to really have this power to improve the people and change. Like, no, it shouldn't be. This is actually should be a learning lesson, man. I feel like you give this man a chance, Mr. Coleman A Young Jr. I feel like he's the one. You know, so just research on him, and I went to Wayne State University, man. Intern. I think he's real qualified, man. I was really impressed with what he was doing, what he done, and stuff that he was saying, and he felt like he was real. He's real care for the people, man. He's very passionate, and the things that we discuss about and I talk about each and every single day, man, is pretty much he wrapped this up really well, man. You know, he really went in detail to auto insurance. Is that the fact that if you guys look at, you know, man, the auto insurance in Michigan is ridiculous, especially in the city of Detroit, man. I mean, what has your college education has to do with it, your credit score, you know, your occupation has to do with you getting a car insurance rate, you know. And he said once he gets into office, he's going to sue the auto industry, you know what I'm saying, for red lighting racists, you know, because there's a lot of institutional racism that's going on, man. And this really holding us down, but at the same time, though, I still feel like, you know, we can't use that as an excuse. I like when you went into detail about the bank loans, man. Why is the fact that, of course, we have in the black community, we have, you know, you got the Europeans coming over here, or you got the immigrants. They able to establish liquor stores, right? They established the weed stores, beauty supply stores. They don't even look like us, coming in our city, in our communities with nothing, not even a pot to piss in. Tax breaks off. Maybe that's a whole national thing, because I just never understood that. And they able to come to our communities and just be prosperous and create businesses and using that money, taking our money and using that money to send their kids to school, or, you know, or back home, you know what I'm saying, money back home where they came from. So, and it's crazy, man, just profiting off of our ignorance and profiting off our, like, just our dollars, you know. And in this world, like, do these people have good credit scores? Do these people have, you know what I'm saying, you know, just good occupations, you know? So what is it that's our brown folks that we aren't able to get business loans? But at the same time, it shouldn't, like, just be a factor that, okay, an excuse that we can't be successful. But it's just feel like that's why a lot of businesses are leaving Detroit, because the leases are increasing as well. And Mike Duggan is not addressing those situations, man. We had a lot of prosperous business, like a lot of restaurants, black-owned restaurants, and some soul food restaurants down in Detroit. But at the same time, a lot of them are, you know, moving out or going to different states because it's too damn high from the leases and the taxes, man. So you have to really get small business owners, you know, a chance, like lower that interest rate down, man. You know, and, you know, Mike Duggan, he has had a lot of influence. He has a lot of money. Like I said, a lot of charisma and everything. You know, been in the mayor since 2014. And so, you know, this is, I won't say 2013, I believe. But yeah, this is, you know, even though he was the head of the Detroit Medical Center as well, man. You know, Dr. Edie and everything. But it's just the fact that I feel like he's not addressing things with the people. It's addressing with the people that he chooses in his group, in his small group. Him with Dan Gilbert is trying to get this whole Amazon thing, and, you know, and he's employing the people that he wanted to employ into his institutions, man, downtown. That's sad, you know. And I feel like that needs to be addressed. And I was kind of heated about that, though, man. So, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give Coleman A Young Jr. a chance, you know, and I'm just gonna say this for the city of Detroit, the residents of Detroit, man. If you 18 and up, man, go out here and vote, man. Do the research. We live in the information age. You can Google this information, man. You can watch this on live stream, man. That's how I did it on Facebook, man. When I was finished working, man. So, you know, let's get politically involved, man. We have to understand this. Like I said, we got to continue to know these policies, man, and know what's going on in our city and our local communities, man, because this holds weight. You know, even though Mike Duggan is really good friends with Governor Rick Snyder, the one who's known for the lead and the Flint water crisis, man. I mean, should they addressing that it was lead going on? I think in 2013, you know, in 2013, 2015, man, it was some lead that was just going in the public school system, man, and it was high levels of it, and kids was just, you know, consuming it. Now it's a neurotoxin. And why it's in the inner city? But you do that shit in West Bloomfield, or Rochester Hills, it's gonna be some consequences. So, but, you know, make a long story short, I'm not gonna make this video too long because of the time, but, you know, just check out this debate, especially if you live in the city of Michigan, man. I mean, you live in Detroit City and you live in the state of Michigan in general, man, or in the Metro Detroit area. This is important, man, you know. So I'm gonna vote for Coleman A Young Jr., man. I hope he gets in. This will be great. I believe he'll be the 5th, like, black mayor in history, you know, after Dave Bing. So this is gonna be interesting, man. You guys continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share. All right, I'm out. Deuces.